Hello. So sick. Oh my God. Now it's at one's at $3 and one's at $23 now. All right. I just had to come back on the air because I just had to change my depends. What's fun about this industry, right, is that people went to school for this stuff. Mathematicians, economists, they all think they know what they're talking about, right? And everybody tries to, at the end of the day, it comes down to the bottom line. Whatever they're doing, all their hypothesizing and thesis and whatever it is, you spend one day trading and you realize that all of that's bullshit because you got stocks just yesterday. GDC, right, goes from 190, stock was, sorry, 290 to $4. And I'm thinking, woo, this was sick. Next thing you know, I'll take my eye off it. It's at 14. I look again, it's at $27 from $2. That was yesterday, right? And then people talk, hey, you think it's all right to get in? Are you out of your mind? Stock was $2. Now it's at 27. Then it craters to 12. And then it breaks VWAP at 14. And it actually was a good time to buy it. It went from $14 to 44. And then I saw somebody in one of my chat rooms writing, do you think it's going to go back to 44? Which is, in other words, somebody must have been in that stock hoping and praying. And then somebody said to me, I was like, they asked me, what's my opinion? I'm like, this is the kind of stock that could either go to 120 or it'll be at zero tomorrow. More likely be at zero tomorrow because stocks that go up more than, I would even say, stocks that go up more than 60% in a day are pump and dumps. It's very rare you see a real company up more than 50%. 20% is a sick, sick move to the upside on a real stock. When you start going 50%, 60%, especially when it's a $3 stock and it's at $44, unless they've cured a real disease that's been validated, they're all pump and dumps. But my point is, I didn't go to school for this crap. I was no good in school. The only reason I made it through school is my parents were both teachers. My dad would tutor me every day. I got through school, history, math. My mom was an English teacher, got, you know, all my essays pre-read, and I had it wasn't easy. I still had to study and all that, but I didn't go to school to learn about the stock market or how to do income statements or any of this stuff. What they want to believe, what they try to make you believe the market is supposed to reflect. The market is done reflecting anything based in reality. That ended in 1982. And we got 5 years of psychotic upside. We crashed. And the market basically has been in the hands of the speculators, fear, greed, momentum. And that's it. Fear, greed, and momentum. Fear, greed, and momentum. Crashing, everybody gets fear and greed. Momentum to the downside. Oh my God, you turn around, fear and greed. Everybody's missing out. You got to pile in. And then we crash. Boom, bust, fear, greed, momentum. Now we throw VWAP in there, fear, greed, momentum, and VWAP and price. But to bring it back to my point was people go to school for this crap, try to figure it out. And every day, not just once in a while, every day, there's some bullshit stock that goes up 200, 300, 500, 700%, 3,000% in a day. Every day. Just blowing the whole theory of what the market's supposed to reflect out the window. Because if the market's supposed to reflect anything based in reality, the market would never move. The fortunes of a company do not change in 20% increments every 3 days. Nothing's going on, no matter what company, whatever, no matter what stock, nothing's going on at the company today that should reflect a 22% move on a stock out of nowhere. Anyway, but today you get this bullshit name, and I was just in this thing. I'm freaking out. Even though I've seen this a million times, I can't believe it keeps happening. So I'm in this thing. I see everybody's chirping about it. VSIG. I'm like, holy shit, here we go. VSIG breaks 3.25. VSIG. Next thing you know, I'm like, is this thing really going to work out? Next thing you know, it's breaking 4. Wham! It gets halted. Upside halt. All right. Upside halt. VSIG. What's this? So upside halt means there's so much buying that they had to halt the stock. That's usually your sign that this is going to be one of those crazy ones. It comes out of the halt. I got a little bit of it. It immediately gets halted. So I was like, oh, God, no. So it comes out of the halt, and I'm in, what was it, $5 and something cents? Comes out of the halt. I'm selling it at $6 and something cents. I see it's about to get halted. I don't want to get halted again. Opens up, rips to 8, rips to 11, pulls back to 8, rips back to 1250. I'm like, all right, cool. 1250's got to be it. Then it starts to plummet. They halt it to the downside. All right, that's got to be it. Once they start halting it to the downside, you're done, right? No. Whatever this thing is, pulls back, holds the VWAP to the penny at 848, around 855, whatever it was, and rips to $24. I was just in the stock at 5. And I'm excited about my rig trade making 18 cents that took me 6.5 hours to make. I'm in rig all day. And I made 16 cents. And I'm very proud of that trade because my entry was pretty good. I was risking a penny to make, and I made my 16 cents. And then you got stocks that are moving in 5-point increments. And usually I don't even go near these at the end because this is how you blow your whole day. I'm sitting here. I had ANET, ANET, nailed it. Q's, nailed it. Rambus, baby. Actually made money on a overnight earnings play. And we bought more this morning. Had Chegg, nailed CHGG longs 3 times. Beferg. I spit all over you. Fucking Beferg. I mean, BFRG, people. Every dip in this stock is being bought. You gotta watch this stock. It trades very nicely. It's not as crazy as these other psychos. Oh my God, Starbucks up 10, down 10 in the same candle just now. Wow. Awesome. Wow. That's good. Look at it. The candle hasn't even closed yet. 119.50 back to 111.50 back to 116 right now. The candle hasn't even closed yet. This should be a fun day to trade tomorrow. Starbucks. First candle hasn't even closed yet. Sick. Imagine getting whipsawed by that right there. Damn. All right, first candle's closed. There you go. Got a 8-point candle. Not bad. Find something to do in there. What do I think about Sophie? It looks like it's going to 0. I lost so much money on that stock. Somebody told me about it. Said it's a great idea. Blah blah blah. Buy the dip on it. I sold some puts on it. I got put the stock and I got smoked. I got put the stock at 12.50 when it was at, I think it was in the 20s. I was like, all right, I'll sell some puts at 12.50. I got hammered. I lost $5,000 on that thing, and it would have got worse. I sold it when it broke I think I finally had to give up. I sold it at 10 and I sold the rest at 750 on the way down. Yeah, I mean, if they're giving that was the one that was built around the college loan. So if they're not doing their number one business, then what's the point of owning? Well, then again, I mean, when people ask me about stocks, I don't own stocks. I own one stock right now, Rambus. That's it. I mean, kind of what I was trying to allude to before. Every day you got stocks going from 3 to 20 back to 3. Who needs to own? I mean, you can't find something to do. Pfizer was insane today. Crushed Pfizer up and then down. Right? Rambus up. If I had some balls, I would have shorted it. I was thinking about shorting it when it didn't break 50. I didn't want to get in its way. Befurg. I mean, sick. These days, these are the greatest trading days I have ever seen. By the way, the last Fazoon didn't make it. You believe it? The last Fazoon. Dave, if you're out there, Dave, you can't be this nervous. You can't be that nervous to trade. And I appreciate you were. But you can't be that nervous to trade. The guy did not want to lose my money. I was like, if you take an earnings reversal that's breaking VWAP and the trade doesn't work, it's not your fault. I'm not going to blame you. I'm paying you to take these trades. And he just didn't want to take the trades. And then he would take the trade like 4 hours later. I was like, no. But anyway, they keep working. Pfizer was special today. ANET, you had a short at first. I don't like shorting stocks. They're already getting hammered. But ANET, betting against the Knicks, hell yeah. I bet against them. When they were up by 10, I bet against them. When they were beating up on the Heat in the first quarter, I was like, Heat plus 220, thank you very much, to win the game. I had the Devils. Oh, I hate betting against New York sports continuously wins. But now we'll see what happens. Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my own kid. So I'm going to take my kid who has zero habits. It's hard for people to become day traders when they were old school investors. It's hard. It's hard to break that mold. But if you've never invested and you know nothing about the stock market and all you learn is price action around VWAP, then that's all you're going to know. And it's all you need to know, because that's all you need to know. I don't need to know what the hell these companies do. I don't need to know who the management is. I don't need to know, increasing volume and Bollinger Bands and stochastics and RSIs and retracements. Are you kidding me? VWAP makes trading as simple as it possibly can. Still hard because the fear of loss is still the most, detrimental to any trading career. But when you're trading price, you've got nothing to fear because every trade you do. So when I bought RIG at $5.52, the low of the day was $5.43. What do you think I'm risking? Doesn't matter how many shares you buy. If you're in at 555, I bought, what else I buy? 552. 552, the low of the day was 543. That's it. If it would have broke the low of the day, I would have said, all right, this ain't working out. I got to get out. But it never did. So when you establish the risk and you got 12 cents of risk, all right, 12 cents of risk, I'll buy 2,000 shares, $240 risk, standard procedure. Cool. Stock goes up 15 cents. You make your $300. And then I watch this other stock go up from $3 to 24 while I'm sitting there proud of my 13 cents, 14 cent trade. I mean, that's it. I mean, I'd rather take zero risk and make money in this stage of my career, I guess, than exposing myself to massive risk for, again, a possible massive reward. But I'm not doing that at the end of the day. I'm not going to trade a VSIG aggressively at the end of the day and blow my day up. I'm not going to do more than 200 shares of this thing. I don't know. It gets halted. It goes back to zero. I don't need that shit. And next thing you know, it goes up 20 points. I mean, it's crazy. The one, if I was to buy 2,000, 3,000 shares of one of these things, I never win. I mean, I suck. Every time I loaded up on them. And that's how my worst days last year were always on these ASNS, VSIG, MNIM. I mean, Lejeune, Hour. These are the kind of stocks that I'd be like, all right, on this next pullback, I'm loading up and I get smoked. So I can't do it with size. And I know what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't have the stones for it, I guess. And I'm too itchy to sell. But man, some of these guys just crushed it on this thing. I can't believe it. I can't believe it went to $24. It's insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather have low risk for medium rewards for the rest of my life. Because the medium rewards, inevitably, some of them become large and massive rewards. But if the risk is always the same, either you're making this, or this, or that, that's good. The risk is always small. I don't want to take more risk. Keep the risk equal. Rewards are always, if you're long, you obviously have unlimited rewards, but holy cow. But another one down in the books. Please subscribe and do what you need to do here. If you haven't come to one of my chat rooms, come. See what this shit's all about. Okay? I mean, bros and hoes, man. I say this a lot. I've never seen anything work like this. Look at my face. I'm genuinely shocked every day that it still works. That's my biggest fear. One day that these trades are going to stop working. And then I sit down. Oh, okay. Breaking VWAP. I'm going to buy it here. Oh, shit. Working. Making money. And that's it. And then you just do the same thing. I've lost more money. The only trades I've got, and I got crushed this year. I had, 6,000 shares of Palantir. I'm in 100 contracts. I'm thinking, yeah, fucking Palantir. Finally, I got in a great price. I turned the disaster was that I gave back the whole trade. I mean, I lost some money, but I was up big on Palantir. And I just gave it all back because I wanted to be an investor. This is going to be the one. When that thing broke 920, I thought for sure we were going to 10, and then we're finally going to get to 1250. I'm going to make 50 grand on the position, and I'm going to live happily ever after. And I wound up just giving it all back. I got crushed on Summit. What else did I get crushed? Palantir destroyed me. I got crushed on Summit because I just didn't give up. Obviously, Credo options got smoked. At least it was only the options. I did hit the IC, got taken over. I hit the CDLX. I hit the Rambus. And that's about it for swing trades. I can't remember the other names, but what was another big disaster I had already this year? Not the AI, but TBLA. I had 3,000 shares of that. I threw out $5,000. That was stupid. What was the other one? Just recently, I had another. Oh, DPST. Well done on that one. These banks are going to recover. Ha! I mean, luckily it was a call spread on that one too. But I got smoked. I gave back $2,000. Usually I only make four. If I have, sometimes I quit when I'm up 250. I just shut the computer. So if you're doing 250, 250, 250, yeah, it's great living, but you can't throw in an $8,000 loss on a Palantir if you're only doing 250 a day. Now I got to work for a month to make that money back. AMD. Here we go. AMD pop and drop. That's good. Ooh, nice. 5 points up, 5 points down, 5 points up. This will be nice to trade tomorrow. Wow, you just broke the top of the candle and just ripped too. Wow. 7-point candle, 8-point candle. 92 on the nose, top of the candle. Yeah, the market's not rigged. Yeah, the market's not rigged. You just went right to the whole number in this amazing amount of volatility. You went right to the whole number, and that's where you found some sellers. Yeah, this market's not rigged. Of course it is. It's rigged to price, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to accept it. Tomorrow, AMD breaks 92. You're in. You're in. Stock opens up 88 and change, breaks 89.50. I'm in. I already know what I'm doing tomorrow. Just from these 3 candles, I know exactly where I'll be looking. Hey, here's one for you. 8 p.m. Let's go. Let's go nuts. Let's go crazy. 8 p.m. in the aftermarket. Let's go fucking crazy. I don't know what I just bought. What did I just buy? What did I just buy? 200 shares of I don't know what I just bought. I don't know. Did I just buy it? Oh, I didn't even buy it. Oh, I did buy it. I'm in. Let's go. $6. 98 bid. 6 on the bid. 640s in trading. What the fuck is this shit? Ow, it's just so stupid. I'm just picking stocks off the scanner, and they're going up hundreds of percent. 630 sold. Oh, I almost top ticked it. So it would be funny if that would have been awesome with 2,000 shares. I bought 100 shares. Changing lives. Look at that sell. Oh, look at that sell up there at 630. Sick. Wow, stock just dropped $1. There's just so much of this nonsense going on. It's just insane. But the best is this GDC. When somebody asks me, what do you think? You think it's going to go back to 44? I'm like, what do I know? I mean, it's a pump and dump. Either it's going to 0 or you might get another pump. But chances are it's going to 0. Stock went from 2 to 44 to 14, back to, first, no, 2 to 27, back to 14, back to 4, up to 44. And then today it's at $3. $3. I was just watching 8 p.m. I just picked it right off the scanner. Broke $5. Anytime any stock breaks 5, it usually gets jiggy. I caught a little bit. Actually, it's hanging in there. I just pulled back to the 5. There's not that much volume. Keep an eye on that one tomorrow. But we traded this VSIG. Whew. I mean, I wasn't even in the stock and it started making me nauseous. I was in the stock at 550. Sold it came out of the halt, sold it right before the next halt, and it went up 20 points. I can't believe what I'm watching here. It's so crazy. But anyway, I got to go. Stop by the chat room. Don't forget to like and all the things that people do on YouTube. I got to get the viewership up so we can start doing promos again. I'm taking YouTube over. By the way, the name of this video is the same name as one of the Humble Traders videos. She hasn't called me. She hasn't reached out. I'm going to have to go after her. Just like everybody else, because you know why? Because I will go ahead and say, and by the way, I'm gonna take back all my negative comments about the fisherman guy. He fishes, he trades stocks, and he goes live. That guy's got some balls. He trades live. And when he loses, he shows it. When he makes, he makes. That's all I'm asking for you YouTube wannabes. Show something. I don't even care if you're trading. I don't care if you're doing even live trades. Just come on YouTube and start giving an idea like I did yesterday. I talked about the Rambus call spread. Bang, worked, right? Do something that works. Nah, you don't do that. Anyway, I'm kind of getting old. Kind of getting old. This whole shtick of me picking on YouTube traders, but inevitably, when I get the viewership up again, we'll go after them all because it's not about ego. I want them to be destroyed because they're ruining people because they get a following. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how these schmucks get followings. I never understood. They must pay for the viewership. That begets more viewership. But the content needs to be decent for them to go back. I don't get it. But a lot of these hacks, like this True Trading Group guy, right, with his dumb caption. Anybody that said every headline, crash with a dumb with that face on. The guy's a hack. Tom Nash, a hack. They're all hacks. They know what they're talking about. They come on YouTube after a biotech stock has exploded, and they start talking about how, oh yeah, we were in this thing, blah, 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 now we love it, and we think it's going to go here, and then the stock goes to zero, and then they don't have any repercussions or consequences. They just duped you into buying their bullshit, like the Trade Warrior guy, small cap bullshit, the whole scam. So I just want to take YouTube back. I started this game. It was four of us. It was me, Oscar, day trading rock star, and some other dude. Brian Shannon was doing it too. And then suddenly it went from 4 to 20 to 30 to 100. Now 7,000 people on the internet, 7,000 different gurus on YouTube making videos. And you know what? All their thumbnails are better than mine. They have much better viewership, but none of them know what the fuck they're talking about. I got the one guy, hit that bid, he calls his channel. Hit that bid? Really? And all he talks about is Tesla. How'd that work out for you when Tesla crashed? All he talked about was buying Tesla. I wonder how that all worked out for him. But anywho, you know how to find me. So click it, love it. By the way, Rob, I'm still waiting for like 18 years now for you to show up too. I'm meeting with Trade Zero again tomorrow. I don't know what this story is. I got a new software program. It's called, I'm going to start experimenting with it, called Moomoo. 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 I'll see you guys.